Hello and welcome to episode 23 of Astroneer. Yes, right, I have been busy. I've been grinding things. As you can see, I've got tons of resin dotted around everywhere now. So my resin shortage is no longer. The rock's gone again. It's back in the ground. Don't know. The thing. Found some more copper in digging. So I've kind of smelted that in the smelter. And what else? Every time I've run by, I've decided to just press this. Boop. Yeah. So that's now full up. We've got tons of it. I don't really know what we're going to do with it all. I did think of maybe having a truck, so then we could use it as storage. We can travel around and grab materials and some such, which would be kind of a good idea, except we've only got 2 aluminium. Out of everything that we've only got 2 aluminium. Now, I could be really lazy and trade some of this resin that we seem to have an absolute crap ton of, which I still might do, but I fancy having a explore a little bit more. Oh yeah, I found this research block. I was reading that that dynamite was a thing that we could research now, so then we could make it in our little backpack jobby here. Obviously we haven't researched it yet. You know what I'm like for actually managing to get research, which is... So yeah, I was hoping that that might be, but... Ooh, camera. It wasn't. So, yes. I did say about going caving, and I will do. I've kind of been fanning about down here a little bit more with the with this satellite. It's still got power, and I did manage to pick up some of this resin. I still can't grab that stuff, but yes, this satellite thing. After reading some of your comments and things, I've gotten a bit of a hint from Pat that maybe I should pop back to Terran. I've got an idea that maybe I did think that potentially is it sending a signal like back to the home planet, maybe something like that. So yeah, I'm going to pop back to Terran and have a wee look. But I've also thought about trying to drop it flat and then see if we can maybe use a truck to try and winch it out. And then if we really can't move it, then maybe we should just try and blow it up, possibly. Yeah, so I've left this little bit of land here just for the moment, just to hold it in place. And I've managed to make this roughly flat. I think that might work. And then once it is flat, then we'll adjust the ramp and things like that. But I did make this ramp slightly less steep. This took a little while, but that is actually where it used to go. That's how steep it used to be. Boom, and pop up there where that tether is. But now it kind of goes a little bit more shallow and a little less death trap like. I think that's better. But as you can see, it does come quite a way further back. This is actually where originally it came up, believe it or not. So we've changed the angle of the slope considerably. Oh, there's that compound thing over there. Mustn't forget that. This is the bloody crater that I fell in last time. I will try and be a little bit more steady on the gas, shall we say, with the rover, seeing as though there's next to no gravity down on this rock. So you can see there's loads of rubbish flattened around. I put this there to try and stop some of this kind of floating about. Now, grab those tethers back up again. In the middle of doing all this, as I was getting this bottom piece down, trying to get it flat, the cave down here wasn't actually as far away as I thought it was going to be. Now, one of the reasons why I was thinking about trying to see if we could make a truck and also try and get it down here is because as I was kind of just grabbing stuff and moving things around. I've never seen it before. Look at all this coal. Look, there's like one huge great deposit there, and then one of those horrible grabby things. Some more deposits of coal there and there. There's lithium here. It's just craziness. If we could grab the thing. Go. You want it? No. Grab it. I'm sure you can get them to grab it. Way, there you go. You gonna drop something? Oh, you're just gonna take it. Okay, fair enough. You can have that one. We've got enough spiky things. But yes, look, there's just an absolute crap ton of coal. Like, loads of it, everywhere. Now, one of the main things we do need is aluminium. And I haven't really seen much of that around, but we've got lots of copper. Even more coal here. So, lots of those dangly things we'll have to be careful of. But, yeah. So, if we can get a truck with some storage down here, then we could grab so much coal. Means we could use a generator. Maybe we could even take a generator with us to when we go to I think it's Exotic I'd like to try and visit next. Then we'll be sorted for the first part. But yeah, so this cave system is crazy. I haven't even been too far and I found all that coal. Now this thing, I don't think we've researched one of these before, so I was thinking of maybe trying to get it back with us and see if this lets us research the dynamite. Yes. I don't know how much of things I should cut and how much I should try and do in each episode. I've been trying to cut out some of the more, boring or grindy parts, I suppose. But yeah, sometimes I'm like, you have to let me know if I'm, just doing things for the sake of doing them and being a bit boring old Bobo, then So yeah, we'll get this back. Hopefully we can research some dynamite, and then maybe we should take the little rover above ground and actually see if we can find some aluminium. Oh, I have just remembered, we did leave a nubbin, didn't we? There was some kind of surface aluminium, I believe. Alright, maybe we should take the rover and go have a look at that. Damn it. We got any space anywhere? Oh, there you go. All on the floor, yeah, that's good too. Right, okay. So on here we've got two little of the solar panel thingies, and I got the generator with a couple of little organic cubes. Thing as though they seem to last quite a while, didn't they? Oh dear, turn round, turn. I still haven't quite figured out how to drive this thing properly. But yes, it was over this way, wasn't it? Hopefully I've sorted out my mic issues. When I was editing back the last few episodes, I realised that I kind of had a weird gain problem where things sounded a bit fuzzy. So hopefully today things sound a little better. From me, anyway. Not going there. I've actually been, it's Saturday today, and I've been working this morning because it's the end of the month, and to work in a factory, obviously we kind of work on a month by month basis, so as it gets to the end of the month everyone's pushing to get things out the door and all this kind of thing, Right, here we are. Yes, so I got to work about 5:30 this morning, and I worked up until about midday and then come on, so feeling a little tired now, but had a bit of a nap when I got in, and then we popped out, had some lunch at the local supermarket. There's a calf there. It's pretty nice, so ham, egg and chips, which is a lovely gluten-free thing. Let's connect up to these tethers maybe. What? Really? Weird. Oh, why? I don't understand. Shouldn't I be getting power from the tethers? Is that not a thing? Is it because they're not attached? That weird. Maybe it's because I'm too far away or something. Alright, maybe we should attach back to the rover again then. Bibbidi 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 ba. Yes, there we go. Right, and that's too far away, isn't it? Right, so as Mick was saying, rather than use the diggy tool, maybe we could use the flattening tool to try and get down the places. So, maybe I could try and do this. And yes. Right, let's... Maybe I can just steal a solar panel for them. Or saying that, we're getting there. That'll work. Since we actually moved into this place, it's almost been a year now, believe it or not. You guys that have been following me for a while probably remember when I was doing the move. Yeah, we've been here nearly a year because it was March time that we moved, and we're kind of nearly there already. Now, one thing is that we live in a flat, or I suppose an apartment in America, and the people that live above us, or used to live above us, was like a single mum with some children, which were, you know, they were children, so they were noisy, but they went to bed fairly early. So after a certain amount of time, you know that you're not really going to have a problem with noise and stuff like that. Well, they've subsequently moved out, and we've actually got some, I think they're Bulgarian, possibly, I'm not sure. I think it's BG on the number plate on their car. So we have like Euro number plates and stuff over here, where I suppose in America they have, you have the state that the person comes from on it, or where the car comes from, I suppose. I don't know, I've never been over there, so meh. Anyway, besides the point. They never seem to sleep. They're up really, really late. We've completely run out of power now. And they're also up really, really, really early. So I don't get it. I don't quite understand. Yeah, it's just, yeah. So they're very noisy, very thumpy, and all the rest of it. I have actually been up there before, believe it or not. Now I'm not one for. Oh crap! I've run out of space because I'm talking. Yeah, I'm not one for, you know, moaning at people. I tend to just get on with things, try and stay positive, you know, all that kind of malarkey. But yeah, they still bloody noisy as hell. It's just super duper frustrating. Yes, I managed to get it. Look at that. It's a little bit wonky from a camera angle point of view, isn't it? Now it's just compound, isn't it? Looks that way. Oh dear. That's deep down there. Right, so I'm not too worried about the compound. We've got compound coming out of our ear rolls all over the bloody place. So, yeah, let's grab that tether back up, because maybe we could... Close enough? No, not. Yep. Maybe we could use that later for something else. We can always just leave them here and then move them around accordingly. I don't have too much luck with them not disappearing when I pick them up. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I know that you can put tethers somewhere. I can't remember where. I think it's like on one of the top where my two tanks are. I think you put tethers there and then they come back. I'm sure Mick or Pat will be able to tell me. Yes. Anyway, right. That's actually us really full. Is lame. Let's maybe put that on the front of there so then we can... Right, let's pop back with this. We can get it smelted and all that kind of thing. And then I thought maybe we could build a truck, get some storage on it, and tow it out. Maybe we can, before we go down in that cave, we'll explore kind of the surface a little bit more. Yeah, be sweet. So I will get this back over to the base and I'll be right back. Yeehaw! Power! Woohoo! Uh-oh. Nope. We maintained grip. Okay, so I made it back, and as I forgot that as the rover tries to attach to things, it just throws all of its stuff that's attached to the front and the back off. So I just had to go chasing after a bloody solar panel, and it left the generator behind. So that'll teach me for, you know, doing things. Right, so get the solar panel up there. Get these off. I'm doing this probably the most cack-handed way possible. Right. I don't know how, but I've managed to like end up with a piece of copper there that can't finish. It's a bit odd. I think I might have put it on there when it was already running. Maybe. Yeah, it has taken it off, but I can't grab it, so weird. Anyway. Yeah. Oh dear. Almost got the wrong button there. Okay, let's get the rest of that smelted. We grab... Really? Oh yeah, of course, because I've still got my thingies. Right, we need 2 more of those to make the truck, so let's go make the truck. Boopity 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 ba. Boop. And truck. Now what we might be able to do is find a seat. Though saying that, this doesn't need a seat, does it? No, because we can use the rover to pull it. Or would it be better to pull the rover with the truck? Storage! Gonna be a good idea. What do we need for that compound? Have 3 out of the 4. Let's put some storage on there. Great. Use it as a storage bus. Boop. And there we go. Off. Good. Right. Awesome. Well, looking at the time, I might leave it there for this episode, and then in the next one, the first thing I'll do is pop back to Terran. How about that? Because I said that I was going to do it and I haven't. So, you know. Yeah, well, I forget things. Just, you know. Yeah. It's yeah. So, right, until the next one. Leave a like and stuff. Does help me out and helps the channel and stuff. And I will, yeah, see you in the next one. Until then, bye!